Hey everybody, welcome back. It is 2003. You are in the living room on the family computer and you're playing backyard baseball. We're going to be showcasing a team with Lucy. Lucy's kit is based around her little piggies that she hits with a bat. So the team is going to revolve around that and a bit of off-field damage. So of course the centerpiece to this team is Lucy. Here's the stats so far. She's level 40. Now I have all of her skills at level 6. Minus the EX special, which I think is important in this situation because this is how you scale up the attack and the buff you provide to your allies. So right now it is at 18.6% of Lucy's attack plus a base 68, and then level 8 will be 19.4 plus a base of 72. Right now, it's not the best. I don't have the best discs on her. I have a 2-piece crit rate and a 4-piece attack buff. Now, the first person that we're going to look at to buff Lucy actually is our man Anton here. At C4, when you use his chain attack or ultimate, everybody's crit rate is up 10% for 12 seconds. We apply that additional crit rate to Lucy. Lucy applies that additional crit rate to her pigs. That is the main reason we're using Anton here. You know, some generic stats: 30% crit rate, 94% crit damage, 1000 attack. Everybody's level 7 here, level 3 passive, and we are running 2-piece attack, 2-piece crit, and increases electric damage. Now, honestly, I might change one of these to the energy regen set, because when Anton runs out of his meter, the team slows down a little bit. So I'm considering adding energy regen into this. And then lastly, we're adding Koleda. So Koleda was kind of the best choice here. One, I needed a fire unit. I'm not running Ben, so that's not a suggestion. I wanted all of their passives to be active. Koleda activates Anton's passive and vice versa. I also thought what better way to abuse off-field damage than burn them, right? So we have that. She applies a fuckload of stagger for no reason. I have level 3 passive, all level 7, and then impact 4-piece and crit rate 2-piece. So basically, the team works like this. Lucy sends out her boars, who inherit a percentage of her attack and impact, and then with her EX special, they also get her crit rate and crit damage, and then this synergizes with Anton's C4, and this provides a buff to his allies when he uses his ultimate or a chain attack. He provides a crit rate buff to his allies. Lucy will get that crit rate buff. That crit rate buff will go to the boars. Also, when Lucy uses her EX special, the cheer on buff, which provides, where I'm at right now, it provides 160% attack plus a small base number, right? So Anton will give the crit buff, Lucy gives the attack buff to Anton, and Koleda is there for a shit ton of stagger and a bunch of fire damage. So we want to burn the enemies, we want the pigs to do a lot of damage, and then we want Anton to follow up with the buffs, provide just a metric shit ton of electric damage, and then pop that disorder. Okay, so that's when they have 2 anomaly debuffs on them at the same time, and it just does a massive amount of damage. Now, one thing to note is with Anton in his Mindscape 1, there is a way where you can miss the first attack in your chain, in your attack chain, right? And when you miss that, it's going to refund you some energy. Now, it varies widely depending on the enemies. Some enemies, if you're too close to them, even if your attack would miss, he would just like automatically jump to them. And then some, you're just way too far away. You can't hit them with the second attack, with the drill attack, to stay in his powered up state, right? So that is something to note. And it's important with this team because when Anton runs out of energy, the loop, the damage, the anomaly buildup, etc., it slows down dramatically. And when that happens, when you run out of energy, you can always just swap into Koleda. She does just a metric ton of stagger, really, truly. She just so much daze. You can just stagger the boss in like 5 seconds. Not even. You can go from like 0 to full in like 5 seconds. And then you build up like 3/4 of the fire anomaly damage. you just get the ball rolling that way anyways. On the majority of enemies, you want to start the stagger chain with Koleda. And then you swap into Anton. He uses his chain attack with his Mindscape 4. He gives everybody crit rate. Now you don't just want to follow that up with Lucy and then instantly quick swap, because that option will become available into Anton, right? You want to use her EX. That quick assist swap will still be there because it triggers it anyways, right? So that quick assist swap will still be there. You can either tap or hold, it doesn't matter, but you want to use her EX to provide the cheer on buff to give the 150, 55, 60, 65, 70, whatever percent bonus damage. And then when you do that, when it's all said and done, the pigs start to, I mean, really, they start to hit pretty hard. There's occasions where you're hitting like 2,000 crits on the pigs, and there's 3 of them, and they spin around like a little Beyblade, and it does add up. So while you're fighting, the pigs are killing them. You're stacking up burn damage, and while the burn is going on, you have the chance to pop the electric anomaly, and then you'll get the disorder. It's a lot of little damage that adds up tremendously. Plus, when I get the proper CDs on them, raise Lucy's attack, the boars will raise also. And then with Koleda's passive ability that unlocks when you have the same element or faction, everybody does 35% more damage when the enemy is stunned. I don't know what the limit is to this. Once I get the right CDs and stuff for Lucy, just get her attack, crit rate, crit damage up as high as I can get it. The pigs will keep hitting harder. And you know, I'm all down for some fucking pig action.
What do you mean by that?
One thing to keep in mind is the double assist parry or double attack parry, especially with Koleda and Lucy, as you'll be applying that additional fire damage. So basically, if you don't know what it is, I will link a video in the pinned comment to somebody explaining it, because they do a very good job of that. But basically, an enemy's coming at you or attacking you or whatever, you dodge back. You tap the dodge button, you tap the attack button, and then you swap for the parry. And you do this very fast so that the attack from your already on field character hits as well as the swapped in character hits. So you're hitting them with 2 people at the same time. And you'll see this. You might have seen this occasionally in the footage, or if you've seen the videos about it, then you know what it is. Another thing about this team is that they have a lot of lingering attack. So like I can hit a boar up into the sky and then I can swap. The boar is still coming down. That thing's a nuke waiting to happen, right? Koleda has a lot of spinning moves that you can swap out of and she'll stay on the field, keep hitting. And Anton not as much, but he's more there as a big bursty damage, right? So you can swap into Anton from Koleda as she's flying into the air about to come down with some fire damage. You swap into Anton, you fucking I'll drive them, finger of death them, whatever you want to call it. And then Lucy into Anton is, you know, it's easy. You just use her EX and you get the auto swap. But she also does have some heavy attacks that will linger, and she'll stay on the field for them. All in all, this team is honestly a lot of fun. I'm having more fun with this team, this Anton, Koleda, Lucy team, than with my Ellen team. The main team that I have run up to this point have been Ellen, Anby, and Rena. But it's the quick swaps. You're swapping so much. The quick swaps, it makes the game so enjoyable. I don't know. Like you're really engaged with it when you're quick swapping and you're doing these double parries and you're constantly trying to build up anomalies at the same time. You're gonna burn them more often than shock them, but trying to get the shock on them while they're already burned, or saving it or whatever, thinking about the correct chain attack order, etc, whatever. I don't know, it's a lot of fun. So if you have these characters and you have, I mean, truly you don't need the C4 Anton, right? But however, you might need the C1 Anton so you can get the perma energy up, so you can stay in that boosted damage state with his pile driver on. C1 is probably very important. It's just a little difficult to pull off with all the different enemy types, but obviously that just takes practice. But C4, if you have it, definitely good for the little piggies. And Lucy, if you have Lucy's C2, I don't have it, but if you have Lucy's C2, it makes it a lot easier because you get the cheer on boost, which is the attack percentage boost after the chain attack or ultimate, and not just with the EX. But yeah, I mean, I know I'm a bit unoptimized on the CDs and such. Still, it feels really it feels amazing to play. This team feels incredible to play, honestly, and I recommend it. And if you do have it, let me know what you think. Anyways, peace, love your friends, and you can never convince me to run Ben in any situation. Okay, bye.